Hey, good evening, USA, Canada, worldwide, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, creator, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging with Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast, episode 179. Yes, 179th episode, folks. Almost at 180. Kind of hard to believe, but so yeah. We're live and direct from StreamYard, YouTube, and alongside of myself is the Instagram live feed. Make sure you turn on your notifications for when I'm going to be recording every episode every week. All right. Now, I do want to apologize for the delay of the podcast recording schedule. I wanted to make sure that I don't go on the air on an empty stomach. You know what I'm saying? And from time in time, I usually have evening dinners and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I don't faint for you folks out there that's watching and listening. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that is my apologies right there. And also, if you're new to the channel and you missed any previous episodes, new and previous episodes to be exact, don't worry. Every episode that is recorded will be uploaded and posted to the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555 is where you can grab that subscribe button and tap that noni bell so you'll be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, with the topics that's being discussed. Share the episodes, share the videos. Of course, spread the word to a friend, and I will handle the rest at the end of the show. So there you go right there. And as far as the week has been going for me, the week going for me so far, so it's going along smoothly so far. But despite any bullshits coming at me or whatever, but I'm just here to keep on going and just give y'all the best content that I could create. So there you have it right there. Now, first and foremost, I'm gonna cut to the chase. I know I usually do mental health check-in, but I want to cut to the chase so I could actually get 179 out the way. So we're gonna go into a little thing that I like to call. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Yeah, the New York Mass Transit Files. Here we go. Okay. First story of transit news. Yeah, I'm gonna cut to the chase right here. So give me a second here. All right, so what we have here has to do with a control report. I'll break it down to you. So the Metropolitan Transportation Authority's fare box revenues are far lower than expected as ridership has stagnated in recent months, painting a worrying picture of the transit agency's finances, according to a new audit. Yeah, okay. A report by State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli found fares covered less than 32% of the cost to run New York City subways and buses this year through May 8% below the budgeted 40% that transit leaders expected, and far less than the 53% revenue portion pre-slamdemic. The MTA faces a multi-billion-dollar hole once federal COVID relief funds funding runs out in 2025, and the lower funding will put pressure on the agency to cut service or increase fare hikes. They better not, man, because they better not, man, because unless they fucking figure out a way to do all this, they need to figure out a way to do this, man. So I'm not even gonna get into too much of it. So anyway, unless there is an additional influx of city, state, or federal aid, the MTA is facing stark options for closing its budget gaps that will impact riders, the Napoli said in a statement. Weekday ridership on the subways in June averaged 59% of pre-slamdemic levels and 69% on weekends, while the bus ridership stats were higher on weekdays and weekends, according to the report. Subways ridership rates have remained in the upper 50s since March on Mondays through Fridays, according to the MTA counts. Consultants with the McKinsey previously projected that ridership would return to 85.5% on the subways by the end of 2022. But due to the virus's resurgence via new variants and New Yorkers continuing to work from home in large numbers, the NTA in April tapped the firm to come up with a new forecast. Transit officials are set to give an updated financial picture and present the NTA's proposed budget for 2023, which is next year, during next week's monthly board and committee meetings. The Transportation Authority faces a $2 billion deficit after the COVID relief money from Washington runs out in less than 3 years. While While cutting service is often a way to save costs, the MTA should look to add more trains where they are needed most, especially outside of Manhattan, the Napoli said. The MTA needs to lay out what is at stake and explain to the public what options it's considering to close budget gaps and how it can adjust to continue low ridership levels and shift service to meet changes in demand, he said. Subway ridership has rebounded faster in some blue collar of the city to as high as 90%, largely in the lower no excuse me in the outer boroughs, while remaining lower in downtown Manhattan. A May analysis by the MTA found. The comptroller's report also called on the agency to figure out which projects of its $55 billion 5-year capital plan to prioritize to allow for more budgetary flexibility. NTA chairperson and CEO Jana Lieber has been beating the drum since late last year for Albany lawmakers to fund the agency like other essential services, such as the fire department or sanitation, and make it less reliant on fares. The comptroller's report is consistent with what the MTA has said since the slamdemic started. Mass transit is an essential service for New Yorkers, and the MTA has begun working with decision makers to develop a plan that assures continued strong mass transit in the post COVID era, said agency spokesperson John McCarthy in a statement. Um, no relations to Paul McCartney, folks. I know what you're thinking, but that's not that. The MTA will have more to say about its finances when the preliminary 2023 budget and 4-year financial plan are presented to the MTA board at its July meetings. Actually, um, I'm actually going to talk about the whole the board meetings and stuff like that, and maybe a future episode to provide maybe some updates to see what the hell's going on with the fucking. There's more mixed. There's more mixed feelings about congestion pricing. Um, but um, but I might save that for a next episode, future episode to be exact. Not sure which one it is, but to be determined. So, next Transit Metro New York um um article is, hang on a minute. This has to do with taxi and Uber. Yes, taxi, Uber, and what you call it, Lyft. They really are frustrated with the whole congestion pricing idea. So they really have a lot to say. So let's get into this right here. Um, of course, cabbies and drivers for Uber and Lyft demanded Governor Kathy Hochul exempt them from the Metropolitan Transportation Authority's planned congestion pricing charge to enter Manhattan below 61st Street at a rally outside her Midtown office Wednesday. The toll could lead to cabbies and for hire vehicles, vehicle drivers losing out on income depending on how officials structured the toll. Due to the outsized impact on those workers, the MTA has proposed a jobs program to train them as bus drivers or contractors with its accessor ride service, but advocates slammed the transit agency's plans at the August 24th call to action. Hmm. Drivers are facing down a barrel where your only choices are going to be you either lose your lifelong job or you remain an indentured servant to the NTA, said um Bayravi Desai, executive director of the New York Taxi Workers Alliance, a union representing 25,000 members. One driver who began working with yellow cabs in 2007 before switching to Uber in 2015 said the NTA should charge trucking and delivery companies instead. It is too much for us, said MD Busania. They are just collecting money. That's it. The NTA plans to raise $1 billion a year from the new charge, against which it can bond $15 billion to fund critical repairs and upgrades to its aging mass transit network as part of its $51.5 billion 5-year capital plan. The scheme aims to cut congestion on the busiest streets of Manhattan and reduce pollution. Given too many carve outs to the charge could cost the MTA $3 billion. It desperately needs to keep the sprawling system from falling apart, according to a report by the Watchdog Citizens Budget Commission Tuesday. The taxi and rideshare boosters gathered outside Hochul's Manhattan office a day ahead of the first 6 virtual hearings on congestion pricing since transit officials released more details about the possible tolls 2 weeks ago. The Thursday feedback session already hit nearly 400 people signed up to voice their opinion on the contested congestion plan as of Wednesday evening. The NCA's federally required environmental assessment published on August 10th, the agency lays out 7 possible scenarios for how the toll could shape out, with different groups of drivers getting exemptions or discounts in the form of daily caps. The 7 setups range from $9 between $9 to $23 to enter the central business district during peak hours, with toll rising if there are more exemptions. In some cases, drivers crossing toll bridges or tunnels into the congestion zone could credit those charges against the congestion pricing fee. Taxi Taxis could get exempt from the fee under two scenarios, or just pay just once a day, while FHVs charging could get a cap after one or three trips into the zone. Taxi and FHV drivers could lose out on revenue due to the toll by traveling up to 16.8% fewer miles a day within the central business district under the scenario, which gives high credits for motorists coming in from the Queens, Midtown, Hugh, Cary, Lincoln, and Holland tunnels. They need to go back to the drawing board. There's burden in every single one of these scenarios, said Desai. Since 2019, taxis have already had to pay the MTA $2.50 and FHVs to $2.75 to operate at or below 96th Street. The city's taxi and limousine commission, which regulates the industry, requires that passengers pay taxi drivers any toll costs during a trip, and the new toll would likely follow the same framework according to the environmental assessment. A spokesperson for the MTA noted that the proliferation of Uber and Lyft over the past years has worsened Manhattan's traffic, and that the seven scenarios are part of the environmental study, not yet final proposals. Anyone who has been in New York City in the past decade knows that for hire vehicles are a part of the story of congestion in Manhattan's central district, which has harmful air quality impacts and slows down the economy, said John McCarthy in a statement. These scenarios are not being put forward by the MTA or anyone else at this stage as proposals, but public view and feedback is an important element of the federal process. A a 6-member panel of appointees by the governor and Mayor Eric Adams, known as the Traffic Mobility Review Board, will study the proposals to come up with a toll for the MTA to vote on before they start charging drivers in late 2023 or early 2024. Remains to be seen. Yeah, that remains to be seen. So we'll see what's going on here. It remains to be seen. Now we are going to get into chatting on the Jazz right here, man. Here we go. Okay, so before I get to the Nappy Roots rapper, so here's what's going on here. A 16-year-old boy with a gun bust under his belt was caught on video violently attacking a Manhattan cop after allegedly jumping a turnstile and then freed the next day, police sources said Monday. If New Yorkers want to know why the chaos in the transit system is not improving more quickly, this is why. Fume Patrick Lynch, president of the Police Benevolent Association Union. The criminals underground know they can get in a brawl, choke a cop, and be back out in hours. Cops are putting ourselves on the line to make the subway safer, but we are feeling abandoned by the justice system that won't back us up. The teen, whom cops did not publicly identify because of his age, had jumped the turnstile at the 125th Street Lexington Avenue station in East Harlem just before 6 p.m. Saturday's cops said. A 16-year-old girl who was with him ducked under the turnstile, authorities said. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. How the hell do you even? Hold on a minute here. Hold on. Yeah. Um. Anyway, man, that can't be good though. But anyway, some other stuff to talk about here. Um. Okay, so what we got here is okay. We got New York teens who basically got shot in the Bronx. So 16-year-old boy shot along with a 12-year-old girl in the Bronx told the Post on Tuesday how the bullet lodged in his head. And the Ken and pals blasted city officials over the Big Apple's spiraling crime crisis. I only heard one shot and my chin started hurting and I started bleeding from my mouth and my nose. I was bleeding a lot, said teen Denzel Gamboa from his bed at Harlem Hospital. Yeah, that's scary. That's some scary shit though, man. Trust me. Yeah, it is. um Gamboa said he was hanging out on Reverend James A. Polite Boulevard near East or 63rd Street in Woodstock around 11:30 p.m. Monday near the girl when both were shot by someone who rolled up in a car. Um, Cops have yet to reveal a motive for the shooting that injured the kids whose families said didn't know each other. The mayor and the police commissioner did they need to do better, said Emily Vittoriano, adding that her 12-year-old daughter was with her best friend for a sleepover when the girl was struck in the arm and side by gunfire. As the pair walked along the street, I don't know what the hell's it. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Yes, along the wait, hold on. Yeah, along the street. Yeah, there we go. They need to hold on. They need to hang on a minute. Just a sec. They need to get these kids. Jesus Christ, man. Why am hang on. Yes, they need to get these kids with guns off the streets, the mom said. My daughter said they were just walking home and a black car pulled up and two guys were asking, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, two guys were asking if they were from around here. And when my daughter and her best friend looked at each other confused, they pulled out a gun and started shooting, Victoriano said. She's stable. She's fine. She's going to be okay. She said of her daughter, who is recovering at Harlem Hospital. She's going to make a full recovery, they told me. She got hit in the left arm and in her side, and it wasn't straight in. It was like a graze. Vittoriano recalled how brave her daughter was after getting shot on a particularly violent summer night which saw a total of 7 shooting victims across the city in the span of an hour. She just kept trying to calm me down, Vittoriano said. She was saying, I'm okay, mommy. I'm okay. Don't cry. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Don't cry. Denzel said that the bullet that hit him traveled through his chin and up to his eye socket, where it's now lodged. When I was shot, we were just talking standing in front of the high school. It all happened really quick, said Gamboa, who will undergo surgery on Thursday to remove the bullet. A car came up and I heard the shot. Gamboa said he began screaming, help, help, and then ran to the nearby house of a friend who called 911. The pal told the police, I was just inside when I heard the shots. I ran downstairs and asked my mother for a towel. I was using it to stop his bleeding. You can see he was bleeding all over the place. I wrapped him and waited for him for the ambulance. The ambulance came fast. He wasn't doing anything. He was just chilling. Ashley, um, Ashley Guti, the mother of one of Gamboa's best friends, said that the NYPD should bring back its controversial stop and frisk policy to tamp down on gun violence. They got to bring back that frisking. Y'all have to stop these kids. Check them. I don't care who they are. Check them, said Gucci, age 32. They should do that. They should be the main thing. That's it for my son. When the sun goes down, he's inside. No more going out. Well, one thing I know for sure about the whole stop and frisk thing is that the last time they tried to stop and frisk thing, it didn't work out. It did not work out at all. It did not work out at all. They was targeting people from different ethnic backgrounds and stuff, but I don't know, man. Even if you was to bring back stop and frisk, how are these cops are going to be able to tell which individuals are carrying illegal guns? Yes, I hear that people are saying that there's been some illegal guns that's been confiscated off the streets, but y'all gotta do more, man. Y'all gotta do more. Seriously. And y'all making it harder for a lot of people to hang out at public events and shit. And it's not easy for anybody to go out. And I'm sorry to it sound like it sound like the opposite of a positive person, but this is not a joke, man. Whenever I hear stories like this, I take this shit seriously. And I'm not crazy. And I am not fucking and I'm not a fucking lunatic, man. And I'm not gonna justify anyone who says that I'm a lunatic, man, is really full of shit. Everything is not fucking normal. So the so-called normal, that shit ain't normal. I mean, come on. Every week, every year, every month, you hear about the shootings and all that other stuff. This ain't cool, man. Y'all gotta do better, man. Seriously. Now, speaking of doing better, a Nappy Roots rapper. Oh wow. We have a Nappy Roots rapper who got shot. Hold on a second. Not shot, but let's get to the story here. Um okay. So this is according to Billboard right here. So a member of a southern rap group, Nappy Roots, is recovering since Thursday, August 18th, after being robbed and kidnapped outside the brewery he co-owns in Atlanta and later shot as he tried to get away, authorities said. Law enforcement in Atlanta and Hatfield are searching for two suspects accused of robbing a customer of the Atlantucky Brewery in a nearby parking deck and then forcing them. Hold on. Yeah, and then forcing Fish Scales, whose real name is Melvin Adams Jr., into his white Mercedes Benz SUV at about 11 p.m. Wednesday, authorities said. The robbers then drove Adams to his home in the neighboring suburb of Hatfield, Georgia. where he was able to escape, but not before being shot in the leg during a struggle, authorities said. Once he had an opportunity, he tried to make a run for it, Captain Christian Hunt told news outlets. What we learned is the suspects grabbed him and they began to tussle, and that's when he got shot. According to Hunt, the 45-year-old business owner ran to a neighbor's home for help. The suspects fled. Adams, originally from Millid, no, Milledgeville, Georgia, was transported to an area hospital in stable condition. Fellow Nappy Roots member and Atlantucky co-owner William Hughes, who performs under the name Skinny DeVille or Skinny Devil DeVille, whatever, told reporters Adams is recovering. End quote. I am certainly relieved that my business partner and brother Scales is safe and recovering. That is what is most important, Hughes said in a statement. We would appreciate if the public would allow us some privacy over the next week while we reevaluate the situation. As this is an ongoing investigation, I assure you that we will share the outcomes as the police department allows. But no, for now, that Scales is safe and recovering. Adams' car was found in Hapville, but no arrests have been made. According to police reports, the suspects got away with about $30 and a few personal items. This is the only incident that has happened at the brewery since it opened early this year. Hughes said the brewery does not keep cash on site. Nothing was stolen from the business, and it does not appear Scales was specifically targeted, according to Hughes and the initial police investigation. While Hughes said he and Adams pay close attention to safety and security in their neighborhoods, he never thought in a million years crime would hit this close to home. We're trying to provide an opportunity here to the community, he said. We don't bring negative energy with our music or through our business. It doesn't deter us from our mission. Company representatives said they will increase security moving forward to ensure safety for its customers and employees. Hughes said he is hopeful the brewery will reopen this week, but he's not sure if Adams will make it to the Nappy Roots show scheduled Saturday in Rapid City, South Dakota, or is it? Not sure if it's South Dakota or whatever. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be South Dakota. I'm not sure. The multi-platinum Grammy-nominated hip-hop group Nappy Roots formed while its members attended Western Kentucky University. It's best known for the song "Po Folks," which peaked at number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2002, as well as "Good Day" and "Oh Nah," featuring Jazzy Faye, number 51. The group earned 2 nominations at the 2003 Grammy Awards: Best Rap Song Collaboration for Po Folks, and Best Long Form Music Video for The World, according to Nappy. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so let's get into. Hang on a minute. Okay, we got another terrible serious news to actually talk about. And this is involving a car accident in Los Angeles. Wow. I did see this video on what is it? The Neighborhood Talk on Instagram. So I've been saving this story, so I'll actually talk about this. So the nurse who allegedly caused the fiery Los Angeles car crash that killed 6 people, including a pregnant woman and her unborn child, was charged with murder on Monday, prosecutors said. Nicole Lorraine Linton, age 37, was hit with 6 counts of murder and also faces 5 counts of vehicular manslaughter. LA County District Attorney George Gascon told reporters, calling the wreck a terrible tragedy. You think? Linton, a nurse with Kaiser Parma, Permanente West LA Medical Center, is alleged to have been going more than 100 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone shortly before blowing through a red light Thursday afternoon. A Mercedes struck at least 5 other cars, setting at least 3 on fire. Fox 11 Los Angeles reported that tears could be seen running down Linton's face during her first court appearance on Monday. And Ashley Ryan, who was pregnant, died in a car crash, and did her 11-month-old son Alonzo and her boyfriend Reynold Lester. The family was reportedly heading to the prenatal checkup at the time of the collision. 2 other women were killed in the crash. They have not been publicly identified. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot for this shit, though, man. Seriously, you are a fucking idiot. 6 children and 2 adults were also injured in the wreck. Linton was among the injured, police said. She has since been released from the hospital and was being held in lieu of $9 million bail at the LA County Century Regional Detention Facility, officials said earlier Monday. A California Highway Patrol official said the aftermath of the crash almost looks like a war zone, describing a scene of crushed and burned out vehicles with car parts scattered throughout the street. Yeah. All right. Okay, so up next, what we have here is all right. Let's talk Spotify Live, which is actually the name of the episode. So for those of you who may or may not know what Spotify Live is, it was originally called the Green Room, Spotify Green Room, I believe is what it was called. So Spotify Live is a new social audio app from Spotify that lets you host and participate in live discussions. Through virtual rooms, you can listen and talk about the things you love with artists and fans that have similar interests. Host or participate in live discussions, join live rooms with your favorite artists, browse groups about different topics, create rooms just for you and your friends to hang out, get notified about live rooms that might interest you. Of course, you can check out for more information, check out the Spotify Live website. So live on Spotify for mobile, Androids and iPhones, of course. Listen to Spotify live sessions from artists and shows directly on Spotify. Note, live sessions may not be available on all artists and podcast pages. Damn. Join a session. To start listening, tap the live banner in the artist or podcast page. You can also check upcoming live room for future live sessions. Share a session. Of course, you can, number one, you can, in the now playing view, tap the upload symbol. Number two, choose copy link or select a social messaging app. Of course, join the discussion. Note, you need Spotify Live installed on your phone. In the now playing view, tap join on Spotify Live. This will open the session on Spotify Live and let you participate in the discussion. And of course, if you leave a session in the now playing views, select stop listening to leave the session at any time. All right, speaking of more Spotify Live stuff, they did host a Rolling Loud event in Miami, of course. Speaking of which, they did host that shit about 2 months ago actually. So Rolling Loud Miami 2022 was a thing to remember, not just for the feat on stage, including Kid Cudi and Kanye West. Spotify Rap Caviar hosts its first straight from the series and festival with some of hip hop's biggest stars brought the field where fans were. Hosted by Brian B. Miller, TV personality Amanda Booz, Spotify creator, director, head of urban music Carl Cherry, and fellow host DJ Academics, who's not really a DJ actually, Cole Kuchner, and Speedy Mormon, not moron, folks. Life from created an immersive experience unlike any other, allowing fans to listen to exclusive interviews through the Spotify app. Throughout the weekend, artists like King Combs, Currency, Shensi, Flo Millie, Soldier Boy, Tosi, what is it? Cash DMI, Savati, Saucy Santana, and more took a rare behind the scenes look at what happened at Rolling Loud. Scenes perspective provided filling audiences in on new music and their development as artists. Savetti's long-awaited debut album, Beautiful Bitch. Oh shit. Beautiful Bitch. Music was the subject of discussion. She explained to Sherry, I'm sensitive when it comes to music. When you listen to a great body of work, it takes you somewhere. Singles can be great, but I didn't want mine the album sounded like a bunch of singles. I wanted to feel like a narrative, assembled, and a masterpiece. However, he did not comment on the estimated time of arrival or what fans expected to hear his debut solo albums not shared. See who else got left behind on Spotify Live. Hear all the interviews above here, and this is the hashtags Spotify's Rap Caviar hosts live activism, Rolling Loud Miami Vibe.com. Source Spotify's Rap Caviar hosts live activism at Rolling Loud Miami 2022 from Vibe.com. All right. Up next, Future. All right, so snippets of Future's appearance in the music video for the Bullseye remix by Real Boston Ricky or Richie, whatever his name and how it's pronounced, have already captivated streetwear fashion grams largely because of his fit. Fans are obsessed specifically with a pair of buttery calf skin white shorts from Paris Laundry. Oh wow. This weekend those shorts along with other offerings were on display at a star-studded pop-up that included one of their admirers, Offset, who set his team to pull from the collection. I've always put that shit on, Offset said of his longtime relationship with streetwear and drip. He likes Paris Laundry and says that anything having to do with what's new he knows about. Paris Laundry is designed by Guy Samuel and has been in production for a little over a year. Already, Dave famously dressed Lil Baby while on tour and Jeezy. A few months ago, we reported on a brunch that Paris Laundry sponsored for Dave East to coincide with his album drop. They've also addressed the Harlem MC. The brand has a DNA rooted in hip hop, going beyond the aesthetic even to the business side. Peter Scott, who we reference in a piece on hip hop's love affair with Tommy Hilfiger, is on the branding team. Scott is personally responsible for the iconic Aaliyah images of the singer in the red, white, and blue, the ones on countless mood boards. He and his wife, Deneen, own Trend Factory, which oversees the branding and sales for several brands. On their decision to work with Samuel, they said, "We feel Paris Landry has a fresh perspective on classic silhouettes, utilizing fabrications which were all been infatuated with from the 2000s, adding, but with an elevated twist via streetwear." Samuel is brilliant enough to elevate the idea of streetwear, taking the concept of coveting a hoodie to another level. The material, the materials that make the difference. His engineering goes a long way, making this brand different. The simplest of examples is their denim. Paris Laundry uses processes that aren't typical to create a unique identity for each piece. We use washing processes and finishing on knits that are usually employed in denim fabrication, or adding metal beaded trim to a t-shirt collar in order to elevate the casual, Samuel said. Through a process of washing, gloss, and shredding, there's supposed to be a stiffness one would expect on the body. That's not always practical. Their jeans haven't gone through the above process, are soft to the touch. The hoodies feature Swarovski crystals, but the designer um has mastered where this is especially concerned, the art of minimalism. It is from his most recent collection, an exploration of less is more. Having worked with a lot of excuse me, a, a lot of hip hop's new class, the designer still has a wish list of rappers he's interested in dressing. At the top is none other than ASAP Rocky, aka Late Rocky. Oh shit. There's a lot of synergy between his personal style and the collection, Samuel said. Trucker hats, tees, scarves all around out the collection, most of which hung on the rack Saturday amid a backdrop of Atlanta's glitterati that that included B.O.B. Yeah. The dumbass who said the fucking earth was flat, you're an idiot for that shit too. Cam Kirk, Travis Porter, K Camp, and Trap Beckham. I'm a huge fan of streetwear, as said, but as a rapper, I will say I always want to be ahead of the curve. We make things hot. We create the trends. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty interesting right here, man. But um, well, not as interesting as well, not as interesting as Lapita. Oh man. Oh man. Lapita. All right, so this is from yourweb.com actually. Lapita Nyong'o shared a video to her Instagram account recently in which she is seen eating ant covered fruit. It's ants, she said in the video of her eating a slice of mango sprinkled with black ants, page 6 reports. It's really good, she said. It's not even crunchy or anything. You can call me Ant Woman. Hashtag hashtag Marvel. Hashtag ants hashtag foodie. She captioned the clip. Um, we showed her holding a glass of champagne in her opposite hand. Um, according to according to the report, the video see above was filmed in Los Angeles as part of a dinner series featuring culinary delights from world-renowned restaurant Noma in Copenhagen, Denmark. In related news, the actress chopped it down. No, excuse me, chopped it up with the Hollywood Reporter at the San Diego Comic Con about the hotly anticipated Black Panther sequel, of course. Um, Iyango appeared as part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe panel Saturday and noted that the movie pays tribute to the star Chadwick Boseman, who died in August 2020 after a battle with colon cancer. Sheesh. It's been a doozy of a few years for everybody. And Yango, who plays Nakia in the films, told THR, "For us as a cast, haven't lost our king, Chadwick Boseman. That was a lot to process. Um, and in many ways, we're still processing it. When you lose someone, I don't know when. Hold on. When you lose someone." When you lose someone, hold on a minute here. Hang on a minute here. When you hold on, wait. When you lose someone, I don't know when you stop missing them. And of course, we felt it. We felt it so much making this film without him. She also noted that filming the sequel during the COVID slandemic proved to be challenging. To make this film against all odds is a powerful statement until itself. And I am very proud that we did it, she shared. It was very therapeutic. It restored a sense of hope for me in making it. And I think we've expanded the world of Wakanda in ways that will blow people's minds. Not just Wakanda, but the Black Panther world. It's gonna blow people's minds, and I just cannot wait until it's not a secret anymore. Of course, um, Disney's Black Panther Wakanda Forever hits theaters November 11th, and you can also check out the teaser trailer below, which I already seen the trailer already, and it looks pretty interesting. So check it out on YouTube when you get the chance, folks. Um, and more food, really, and more crazy stuff. Okay, of course, Taco Bell is in fucking hot water. And what I mean by hot water, according to the TMZ website, a rep for Taco Bell tells TMZ everyone deserves to feel safe in Taco Bell restaurants. We take this very seriously and are working with our local franchisee to investigate. Due to pending litigation, we are unable to comment further on the specifics of the incident. A Taco Bell manager poured scalding water on two customers who complained that the restaurant got their order wrong, sending them to the hospital with serious burns. This, according to a recently filed lawsuit. In their $1 million suit, plaintiffs Brittany Davis and her niece, a minor identified only as CT, claimed they pulled up to a drive-through at a Taco Bell in Dallas and placed a $31 order, but they didn't get what they wanted. Who pays $30 for Taco Bell these days, man? Oh, what the hell? What the hell? So they circled through the drive-through two more times to rectify the situation, but the employee was having none of it. The pair then allegedly parked their vehicle and tried to walk inside the fast food joint, but it was already closed. An employee unlocked the door, allowing them to enter. That was a bad idea. After the two asked for their order to be corrected, one of the workers allegedly challenged CT to a fight before the manager appeared holding a bucket of piping hot water. The manager then doused CT's face with the boiling water, which splashed the chest of both plaintiffs, according to the suit filed July 13th by prominent civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Luckily, the two were able to escape before they could be attacked again by Taco Bell staff, who laughed and clapped as they drove away, the suit claims. Davis says she suffered deep burns to her chest and stomach, along with brain injuries, which have caused at least 10 seizures. What the hell? CT says she sustained discoloring and scarring burns to her face, chest, legs, arms, and stomach. Dallas PD is investigating the incident, which occurred on June 17th. Crump tells TMZ not only did Brittany and CT suffer physical trauma because of the burns, but they will now live with the psychological trauma that comes with an attack like this. Corporations have a duty to employ quality and stable employees who have no excuse me, who hold safety as the highest priority. So, yeah, that's really nuts, man. That's terrible. Um that's terrible, man. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. All right, so all right, let's get to Little Wayne real quick. So up next is Little Wayne. Um, Little Wayne has announced his plans to release the sixth installment in his The Carter album series. After teasing the news during a live performance this past weekend, Weezy confirmed that The Carter 6 is indeed on the way and posted an Instagram video on Saturday, August 6th. Taniche here. Thank you. I ain't shit without you. He tells his fans in the clip before breaking the big news. I'm not sure if you heard but the Carter 6 is on the way. The Carter 6 will be Weezy's first album release in over 2 years, with his last full-length offering, Funeral, released in January 2020. His 13th studio album debuted atop the Billboard 200, giving Wayne his fifth album to peak on the charts. The albums from the veteran that have achieved that feat include The Carter 3, I Am Not a Human Being, The Carter 4, and The Carter 5. This weekend, Lil Wayne appeared alongside Young Money alums Nicki Minaj and Drake at the latter's latest edition of his OVO Fest in Toronto. The highly anticipated reunion, oh boy, the highly anticipated reunion. The highly anticipated reunion. The highly anticipated reunion. Hold on. Highly anticipated reunion. Yeah, highly anticipated reunion, which followed individual sets by the three stars. Saw the trio perform hit collaborations from the Young Money catalog like Bedrock, Up All Night, The Motto, Moment for Life, and HYFR. Let's see. Let's see. In in other music news, Nori finally got his driver's license, man. Just like Rick Ross did. Ain't that some shit? Oh man. All right, so anyway, Nori is a celebratory mood in a celebratory mood after finally getting his driver's license at the ripe age of 44. Whoa, wow. The Super Thug rapper announced the news on Instagram on Thursday, August 4th, posting a video of himself flashing a big smile while showing off his first full license. Shit different. The Yalla got his license. He beamed in the clip. It's over. Road rage everywhere. I'm outside. I'm finally driving my own cars. God damn it. He added in the caption, I got my license. No highway is safe. My first license ever. Yes, I'm a grown man that can now drive his own cars. I'm excited. Nori explained in another Instagram video he got by for years on a learner's permit, but it expired before he took his driving test. That hasn't stopped him from splashing the cash on his garage, though, as he revealed, he's owned 35 cars in his lifetime, despite not being able to legally drive them himself. On my way to take the road test for my very first license, I've had 35 cars in my life, but never had a license. Wish me luck. He tweeted prior to taking his test. After successfully passing, he celebrated by writing, "Passed the test and road test. Now I gotta go take the picture. Hopefully, I make it in time." Nori is just the latest rapper to get behind the wheel later in life. Rick Ross obtained his driver's license at the age of 45 last September, which I actually talked about episodes ago. The biggest boss credited his mother and sister with inspiring him to get his license, allowing him to legally drive his 100 strong car collection. Little Uzi Vert, meanwhile, seemingly prefers to live life on the wild side. The 27-year-old rapper admitted last year he doesn't own a driver's license despite boasting an impressive collection of luxury rides. Who the fuck has a license? He tweeted in response to a fan who questioning him about his mother only recently finding his birth certificate. God damn. Oh shit. Yeah, Lil Uzi Vert with no license. His ass is in fucking hot water, man. Like, really. That'd be crazy, man. Your ass don't have a license and you didn't even know about it, and your ass just heard about this. All right. You know the rest, man. Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh, Atlanta. Atlanta. Hold on a second here. Oh shit. Yeah, Atlanta. All right. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I want well, okay. So the series, according to Mike.com, actually, the series returns to its titular city for its swan song and hopefully provides some closure in the process, of course. Um, Part of the charm of Donald Glover's Atlanta is how uninterested it is in being a traditional comedy. Throughout the Emmy-winning show's first 3 seasons, its sense of humor has been both nimble and nebulous. What it finds funny isn't always bound to something solvable, which results in a comedy that's more existent existential than situational. Unlike the work of other black writer actors on television, Issa Rae's Insecure, Quinta Bronson's Abbott Elementary, which is coming back in September, which I will actually talk about in a future episode, etc. The stories Glover and company tell on Atlanta rarely have neat conclusions at the end of each half hour. This leaves viewers with plenty of questions that have yet to be answered heading into the show's fourth and final season. Mark your calendars. which premieres on Thursday, September 15th. Given Atlanta's proven willingness to leave mysteries uninterrogated, answers to some questions are less likely to come than others. For example, it won't ever be explained how Wiley knew everything that was on AI Paperboy's phone in the cancer attack episode if Socks was the one who stole it in the first place. But with the series returning to its titular city, some old story beats might finally be resolved. Atlanta director and producer Hiro Murai describes season 4 as nostalgic to the Hollywood Reporter, calling it kind of like the greatest hits season. The teaser that FX released for the show's final run hints at a similar sentiment. Easter eggs for classic episodes, including Teddy Perkins, Alligator Man, and the Club, are planted throughout the 45-second clip. And in the official trailer, we see some returning family members, like Uncle Willie, played to Emmy-winning perfection by Cat Williams in season 2, and Ern's father, who we last saw in season 1. With familiar faces and full circle moments, possibly punctuating the show's home stretch, here are 10 questions we're hoping to have answered in Atlanta's farewell season. Sheesh. Yeah. So number 10, why did Ern leave Princeton? This is Atlanta's original mystery in the show's pilot, The Big Bang. Ern's apparently brief time at Princeton is mentioned twice. Once when AI claims to know what happened to Ern, to which Ernst responds, "I really think you don't." And again, when his own father admits he was never given an explanation. A more conventional comedy would have resolved this plot point by the end of the season, if not the end of the episode. But 6 years after Atlanta's premiere, we still don't know why Ern either dropped out or was forced out of one of the most prestigious schools in the country. Since that Ivy League burnout is what set the show's protagonist on the path he's still on in season 4. The series finale is as good a time as any to circle back to it in detail. Number 9, exactly how famous is Paperboy? Though it isn't that consequential to the story, this is something that just be neat to know. By season 3, Paperboy is evidently famous enough to be on his second European tour. Without any other acts, it seems, yet not famous enough for anyone besides Liam Neeson to recognize him at the Cancer Club in New Jazz. I don't know why you mentioned Liam Neeson, but anyway. Throughout Atlanta's first 3 seasons, the fictional MC's fame is deployed as a mechanism to situate episodes in certain environments. He plays in a celebrity basketball game in Nobody Beats the Biebs. Speaks for all rappers on a BT-esque talk show in BAN, and finds himself on the front lines of luxury as a token brand ambassador in white fashion. But there still hasn't been an episode that quantified his exact status in the culture. Is he little baby famous, squarely in his prime with the potential for even more success? Or is he the baby famous, reasonably known, but with his best years in his rear view. Rap nerds have wondered about this for a while. Give me 1 second. I need to get a sip of water. Stay with me. Oh Lord. All right. Um all right, let me see what time I got here. All right. Number 8 are the one-off episodes from season 3 connected somehow. 4 episodes of Atlanta's most recent season didn't feature any of the show's main cast. Three three slaps. Oh shit. The big paycheck, Trini to the bone. Oh man, and Rich Wigger, poor Wigger. A popular theory. Oh man, the popular theory among fans after 3 slaps. Oh man. The season 3 premiere suggested the events of these episodes were happening in Ern's dreams. This seemed plausible given the Sopranos, the one show Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, feels can be compared to Atlanta, was also known to include long dream sequences. Um to rare. The season 3 finale would seem to disprove this theory. In a post-credit scene following the episode, Ern mistakenly receives a duffel bag meant for a white man with the same name, whose viewers first see in 3 slaps and learn more about in the big paycheck. So if these bottle episodes are happening in reality and not just in Ern's mind, what does that mean for their main characters? It'd be hilarious to see Aaron, the light-skinned black boy who lived his whole life passing as white, and Rich Wigger, poor Wigger, suddenly benefit from the restitution taxes established in big paycheck. Oh wow. This individual pretending to be white. Oh man, that's gonna suck. Hold up. Hold up. I'm sorry, but this is laughable, folks. All right, number 7. Where are the fan favorite Atlanta guest stars now? Aaron isn't the only character fans would love to catch up with in future episodes. It's Bibby, the frustrating barber from Barbershop, still fucking people's days up. Oh shit. Dick Clark County. The Chance the Rapper parody from um Moneyback Shorty. Ever suffer a fall off like the real Chance the Rapper? The Black Bieber from No One Beats the Biebs. Ever find Jesus and marry Black Haley Baldwin? Oh man. What about the mysterious Nutella man from The Big Bang, or the dude with the deep southern drawl from Streets on Lock? An entire season called The Fifth is featuring just Atlanta's random side characters needs to happen. Number 6, will Darius ever be called out for being a hanger on? Don't know what that means. In New Jazz, during a confrontation between AI and Lorraine, who may or may not have been an oddly attractive hallucination representing his mother, the mystery woman warns the rapper about so-called friends taking advantage of his success. One can't help but think of Darius in this moment, who allows AI to pick up the tab twice earlier in the episode, despite being draped in Gucci throughout half the season. What exactly does Darius do to earn his keep in AI's entourage and stay decked out in designer clothes? We haven't seen him make any money of his own since his and Ern's dog breeding scheme in Streisand effect. In the Streisand effect in season one. As Atlanta comes to an end, some hard truths about the show's lovable lackey may be imminent. Number five, how long was the group's trip to Europe? In Terrare, it's revealed what Van was up to while she went missing on tour. Apparently, she was gone long enough to become fluent in French, relocate to Paris, model in magazines, seduce a local a local chef, excuse me, um, carry on a sordid affair with Alexander Skarsgård, rise up the ranks of the criminal underworld, and become a supplier of human hands for a secret cable of cannabis. Really? There's no way to take all this in and not wonder exactly how long the gang has been traveling overseas. Um, Presumably, it's at least been long enough for Van to let uh, a baguette harden for 6 months before beating a man within an inch of his life with it. Perhaps a quick line referencing the tour in season four would clear this up. Number four, will they all remain close once they are back home? On top of Van's disappearance on tour and simmering tension over Darius' financial dependence on AI, Earn also seems to not be on the same page with his cousin at times. This is most evident in Cancer Attack, as AI unsuccessfully tries to strike up a conversation with Earn, who's too busy working to spare a few minutes for small talk. As Earn becomes better at managing his client, he gets worse at maintaining a relationship with his relative. Once all four characters are back in Atlanta, will things get back to normal, or will the group grow further apart now that they are no longer bound by being strangers in a strange land? If the show hopes to fulfill its promise of delivering a nostalgic season four, the former would be in its best interest. But who knows what Atlantis creators have up their sleeve? Number three, will Van ever find what makes her happy? Van's waywardness has been a recurrent subject in Atlanta. One could argue it's more central to the show's identity than Ern's rise from deadbeat dropout to manager extraordinaire. Since losing her job in season one's value and realizing how much of her life revolves around Earn and their daughter, her quest for self discovery has been tracked throughout the series. Now, my understanding is that Van is usually a guy's name. Now, I can't really recall the last time I ever met a particular woman whose first name is Van. That's kind of rare these days, but I digress, man. Anyway, Van reaches her breaking point into rare as she tearfully admits to her friend Candace that she struggled with suicidal ideation, not knowing who she is and feeling like a bad mother. If she were to find peace and purpose in Atlanta's final season, it make for a fitting farewell to the show's most complicated character. Oh, number two, do Earn and Paperboy still want careers in music? During her to rare monologue, Van contends Earn knows who he is. While that may be true, Such self-awareness doesn't necessarily translate to happiness. Throughout season 3, Ern seems competent at his job, but jaded by it in a way that might keep him from wanting to do it much longer. He doesn't talk of goals and ambition like he did in the show's first 2 seasons. Only fires he has to put out and problems he's already anticipated. The one progression he does make in his career comes in the form of a con, as he agrees to manage a black scam artist in The Old Man and the Tree. Once he realizes the would-be white mark has it coming. Likewise, AI seems utterly uninspired in his role as Paperboy. Um, in Cancer Attack, he admits to Wiley he suffered a months-long writer's block before finally penning a new song. This comes after multiple occasions throughout the series in which he's admitted he never truly wanted to rap in the first place and that he only does it for the money. What happens when someone who already lacks passion for their craft also begins to lack the ability to do it and is managed by a cousin who's equally on F on FUs. For both Earn and AI, indifference could quickly turn to disillusionment, leaving the door open for a clean break from the business this upcoming season. And finally, number one, how does a show without a linear plot come to an end? Atlanta began as a show about a rapper and his manager, but that stopped being the case sometime after its first season. Since then, it's been multiple things. Sometimes it's a show about race, other times it's about a show about class, and in its most Seinfeldian moments, it can even be a show about nothing. So, how does something with that many identities definitively ends its story? To answer to that could be very well be summed in one word: imperfectly. There's good reason for fans to be worried about whether the series will stick the landing. Its third season received mixed reviews from fans and critics following universally beloved first and second seasons, meaning Atlanta has a 500 record when it comes to living up to its former glory, whether it'll go out with a win or a whisper in anyone's guess. No matter how it ends, though, one question we'll never have to ask is where it ranks among the most audacious shows of the century. The answer to that should be obvious. Okay. Let's see what else. Another story. Let me see if I actually got this. Oh yes. Yes. Let's get to oh, let's get to the TV thing with what is it? Um Wait a second. Everything we know so far. Oh wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Um you know what? Yeah, but this already anyway. I'm already okay. So the near 4 year wait for the return of Donald Glover's brilliantly uncompromising comedy drama Atlanta finally ended back in March with the arrival of season 3. Sadly, however, the end is already in sight. Glover has never wanted Atlanta to run for too long, and it was recently confirmed that the show's upcoming fourth season will be its last. As we prepare then to say goodbye to one of the best TV shows around, here's everything we know so far about Atlanta season 4. Of course, obviously, as I said, it's going to be premiering September 15th. Yes, September 15th. And yeah. A teaser was released back in July, announcing that new episodes would air in September, although a UK release date is still yet to be confirmed. Glover told reporters at South by Southwest in March that all good things end. Saddening. It felt like it was time to end Atlanta. I don't like it when people are 40 pretending like they are 15 and shit. It's annoying. Well, speaking to people about the final day of filming season 4, Glover recalled it was finally fun. Everybody clapped. It was nice, but it was sad because we all grew up. We all really grew up together. None of us really knew what this was going to be, and everybody's grown up and has families now. It just feels very special. It was kind of sad just because endings are sad, but they also mean that you have something special. So who will start in season 4? Um, well, season 3 of Atlanta has yet to conclude. At the time of writing the season's finale, the season's final episode is set to air in the U.S. on May 19th. You can put good money on Earn, Darius, Van, and AI Paperboy. um all being a key part of the show's final season. Don't rule out a host of surprise cameos happening in season 4 either. Season 3 has already featured an unexpected appearance from Liam Neeson in in the episode New Jazz, while Chet Hanks somewhat self-deprecating appearance in Trini to the Bone, and the elusive J. Paul actually showing his face in The Old Man and the Tree have only enhanced Atlanta's aced up its sleeve reputation for deploying guest stars. The showrunners have also previously spoken about their desire to get Jaden Smith and Ryan Gosling on the show. Gosling said he was a big fan, but he had something else he was working on, and it just didn't work out. Glover told People, "I was so bummed because the part we had in mind was so great for him." And of course, what happened so far in Atlanta season 3? Of course, season 3 of Atlanta has largely followed Earn, Darius, and Van as they join AI, aka Paperboy, on his European tour with chaotic, frustrating, bizarre, trippy visits to um, Copenhagen, London, Budapest, and Amsterdam completed thus far. Atlanta being Atlanta, though, things haven't been quite as straightforward as that. Season 3 has included an array of standalone episodes, in some cases, actual mini horror films that haven't featured any of the main cast, but still make for compelling viewing thanks to their biting mix of satire and surrealism. Along the way, they daringly confront the show's audience with often uncomfortable questions about race, inequality, and class. These offerings have only strengthened the notion that you should never second guess Atlanta. You just have to sit back and enjoy the ride. Let's see. Yeah, so let's see. Um, so what have Donald Glover and his showrunner said so far about the plot of Atlanta season 4? So Glover previously said that Atlanta seasons 3 and 4 are going to be some of the best television ever made, adding that The Sopranos is the only show that can touch us. Quite the declaration. Asked about those comments by the Hollywood Reporter in March, Glover said he stands by that 100%. He added, "I feel like The Sopranos have has a good mix of stuff, but obviously they are completely different shows. I think I just appreciated that when I was growing up, The Sopranos just kind of showed me a lot about how to make something scary but real." Meanwhile, Atlanta's decision to relocate to Europe for season three has taken it away from the title city. But as Glover explained recently, it's our point of view. It's not really about the place. Atlanta is a state of mind. Or as Glover's brother, Stephen, who writes and produced Atlanta told Variety, Atlanta is everywhere and nowhere. Glover did reveal that Atlanta will make a very heavy resurgence as far as the actual place in season four, suggesting that Paperboy's European tour will be wrapped up by the end of season three, and he earned and Darius and Van will then head back to the US. And while other plot details for season four have been kept under wraps, Glover told Variety in February that the idea of the final season was have more fun, adding once you go through that cycle, you realize, oh, we did season four like season one, which was act like you are going to get canceled. Well, that sounds wow. that sounds that sounds pretty crazy and weird. Um let's see. Let's see. We got another story. What is it? What's the other shit? Hold on. Wait, what's the other shit? Um, Wait a minute here. Okay. All right. So the Food Network, um, known for different types of cooking shows and stuff, but this one in particular is a vegan cooking competition. Wow. When trying to please a crowd with different food restrictions, things can get a little complicated, or I should say, complicated. Food Network's news competition show, um, complicated, put chefs to the test by using their cooking knowledge to create a meal that everyone at the table, no matter what food restrictions they have, can enjoy. The show is hosted by Tabitha Brown, an author and foodie who has her own limitations of what she can eat. End quote. I'm a vegan. I'm the only one in the house that's vegan, said Brown. When I first went vegan, I was the one for a couple of years and cooking so many different meals. I'm used to trying to please everybody's palate, allergies, or whatever the preferences need to be. in each in each episode, four chefs compete in 3 rounds of cooking challenges to create dishes that will please all the judges. Brown, who also has a soy allergy on top of her vegan diet, is joined each episode by Manit um, Cohen as a judge, plus 2 rotating judges who have their own food preferences, restrictions that judges must take into account when cooking, whether it is food allergies or dietary lifestyles. The winner of each episode will win $10,000. End quote. The goal is to bring the family back to the table where everyone can sit together and enjoy one meal together. You know how during holidays you have people come over and hope everybody likes it. That's the goal. It doesn't have to be complicated, but sometimes it is complicated, said Brown. You have You have me as a host and judge. Then we have Maneet Kahan, who is my expert judge. And then we always have two tricky eaters that will come and they have different tastes. Some of them are gluten free and hate onions. Yeah, I hate onions too. So I am soy free and vegan. Then you have someone who is a huge meat eater. They'll say, I eat meat. I hate veggies. So they have these four people and they have to make something they'll all enjoy. Brown says that despite the restrictions, the creativity that the chefs show throughout the show is unlike anything she has seen before. Right off the bat, everything that's made must be plant based. And the chefs have to think on their feet to make something enjoyable. That heightens the competition. None of these chefs are vegan chefs; they are just chefs. So I'm one of the judges as well. I have to try it too. It has to be something I can eat as well. And I have a soy allergy. So not only does it have to be planted based, it needs to be soy free, said Brown. That's what is amazing to see where these chefs' minds go. How well they know food, how well they know their way around the kitchen, how well they know what food can do. In addition to the taste, Brown says chefs are judged on how the food looks on the plate as well as delivering on everybody's dietary needs. It's all about how it looks. It is beautiful. It is plated, amazing. How it tastes, and they deliver what everybody's preferences was. Said Brown. I'm not a chef. I didn't go to school to study culinary arts or all that stuff, but I am a foodie. I am a real person. I am a mom. I am a woman who loves food, and we eat with our eyes. So the first thing you know, excuse me. So the first thing you want to do with your food is look at it. That's true. If it looks appealing, you say, "What is that?" If it smells good, you think, "Oh, I want to try that." That's how we eat. We eat with our eyes first. We eat with our senses, which makes us want to taste it. Why is That's why it's important. Brown says that it's complicated is unlike any show that Food Network has aired before, and viewers with their own dietary needs will be able to incorporate what they see on the show into their everyday lives. There's so many things that happen on It's Complicated that Food Network has never seen before, said Brown. It's like this is a show that has never been seen before. This is going to be something new and fresh, but it's also something for everybody because so many people, not just vegan like me, but people with nut allergies or sensitivities, they are dairy free or whatever the case may be. They'll be able to see this and see themselves or see their family member and be like, oh, this is a good idea. We should try that too. Brown says that the show has a range of emotions that viewers will see as they watch. Each episode will also feature tips from Brown about how to make plant based meals easily at home. Um, she does recommend meals like tacos, quesadillas, and pasta as easy options for the first time plant based eaters. I give you these little tips that are quick and easy to do the plant based way. I'm hoping that people see all the things that they need and open their minds to say, oh, I can do something new, said Brown. Ultimately, Brown says that those who tune in are in for a good time and will feel right at home while they watch. It's complicated. I think it gives the feeling of being at home with me being an invited guest, it's also like you are going to a party. And I think it's just a lot of emotion that I think we don't normally see on a food show. It's good emotions. There's highs and lows. It's laughs, it's tears. It feels like you are invited into somebody's house and you get to sit on the couch and watch it happen, said Brown. And of course, you can see it on the Food Network and Discovery Plus at 10 p.m. So there you have it right there, man. All right, let's see. What else? What else can we talk about here, man? What else can we talk? Oh, it's sugar. Oh yeah, I did not forget that right there, man. It's sugar. Here we go. Um all right. So, all right, it's sugar, the largest specialty candy re- retainer in the US announced a rollout plan for the opening of more candy department stores across the US, including a 20,335 square foot pop up candy department store in a prime location in Times Square in New York. The grand opening is planned for fall 2022. The expansion plan showcases America's love for chocolate and candy and their affinity for the beloved brands the retailer brings to life. The new experimental candy emporium in Times Square, the bustling hub of New York City, will take over space vacated by Models and epitomizes what its sugar is known for. Thousands of varieties of over the top sweets and humorous products, extravagant in store displays, and immersive candy experiences. Yeah. In Times Square, the Times Square opening will cap a robust year of exciting store openings for its sugar. An 11,400 square foot candy department store popped up this spring on Chicago's Magnificent Mile, followed by a 10,600 square foot pop up candy department store in San Francisco, aka the Yay area, San Francisco's Union Square. The company is also expected to open its first store in Canada at the West Edmonton Mall in Alberta in the fall. Several of the new store locations replace former flagship stores such as Disney and Forever 21 and showcase the continued demand for candy and related branded merchandise. Permanent candy department store locations include American Dream right outside Manhattan and in Ala Moana Center in Honolulu, Hawaii. Candy is an integral part of our culture, said Jeff Rubin, CEO and founder of It's Sugar. We turn to these sweet treats to celebrate and share life's important moments, to give as gifts to loved ones, and to bring simple pleasure into our lives. Candy remains an accessible, affordable that makes people happy. You're damn right it does, though. You're damn right, though, man. I can actually, yeah, you know what? I can actually agree with this shit, though, man. Oh shit. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. What was I? Oh, yeah. Ruben continued at its sugar. We have one of the most expansive assortments of confectionery treats alongside um a curated collection of in-demand licensed merchandise. We created an environment that connects with our customers, no, excuse me, consumers, and fosters the greatest feeling of happiness with over-the-top displays and a fun and playful vibe. Times Square shares our energy and spirit and is the perfect location for our next massive candy department store. We're thrilled to continue a remarkable year of store openings with this location. According to the 2022 State of Treating Report published by the National Confectioners Association, chocolate and candy stores grew 11% in 2021 compared to 2020 and by more than 15% compared to 2019. The total confectionery category reached nearly $37 billion in retail sales in 2021 and is projected to hit $44.9 billion in sales by 2026. The report also highlighted how consumers' love for sweets remain constant, with 78% of all adults believing that it is acceptable to occasionally enjoy a treat of chocolate or candy. Its sugar puts the confectionery category on full display by combining the industry's beloved products with a unique and innovative in-person retail experience and enhancing the magic related to shoppers' favorite treats. John Downs, president and CEO of the National Confectioners Association, said, "There's no question that chocolate and candy play an important role in the lives of Americans as they are a memorable part of many celebrations and everyday treating." That sounds like fucking fun that everybody would enjoy. Consumers, oh man, consumers are prioritizing their emotional well-being now more than ever, and they are looking to lift their spirits. And it's sugar, and the confectionery companies are there to help with fun and creative ways to achieve that. It's Sugar's new candy department stores feature candy stations housing hundreds of different kinds of candy by the pound, with many exclusive flavors like of Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Pez, and more for the ultimate personalized candy experience. Entire departments within the store are dedicated to beloved brands, including familiar snackies like M&M's, Skittles, Starburst, Reese's, one of my favorites, Oreo cookies, Sour Patch Kids, Pez, and more, and are filled with unique branded confections and quirky candy themed gifts. The experience based stores include immersive areas devoted to retro and international candy, TikTok trending treats, and much more, providing sugar enthusiasts of all ages with endless playful entertainment. America's favorite candy brands are brought to life with shop in shops and giant branded characters throughout the store. And of course, its pop up candy department stores generally have lease terms ranging from 13 to 36 months. Wow. So, this is what its candy is about. So, founded by candy veteran Jeff Rubin in 2006, its sugar has become one of the largest specialty candy retailers in the world with 100 locations throughout the United States. Its sugar is more than just a candy store, it's an experience. Known for their sugar innovations that celebrate lighthearted rebellion, its sugar aspires to a future where everyone has access to the pure joy that comes from indulging in a world with fewer rules and more sugar. Its sugar is a member of Double BX Capital's family of companies and subsidiary of Double BX Sweet Holdings. Of course, you can check for more information. You could visit you could please visit their website www.itssugar.com. And of course, it is a Florida-based diversified holding company whose principal holdings include Double BX Capital Real Estate, Double BX Suite Holdings, and Renin, excuse me. And of course, you can also check out another website, which is www.doublebxcapital.com. For more information and you want to learn more about it, check out these two websites, www.itssugar.com and www.bbxcapital.com. All right, there you go, right there. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right, day shift. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Best hip hop songs of 2022. Let's get into that. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, best hip hop songs of 2022 of the summer. Let's get into it. All right, so this is according to um, Double XL Mag website. Music has always been a vehicle for better times, a soundtrack to great, memorable moments. There aren't too many set seasons directly tied to good times with good people like the summer is. This becomes even more true as it gets closer to its end. As September nears, it's time to reflect on the summer songs that made a difference this year when hip hop fans were returning to day parties, nightlife, and everything in between. This summer has certainly found the ladies shining. Of course, Lizzo's "About Damn Time" was the number one song in the country. Um, yeah, number one in the country, while fully encompassing the vibe of the summer. The self-empowering single about letting go and loving yourself after a tough time fits too well with the current state of well, and everything. It's a fun listen, and the built-in disco and funk references make it feel like a modernized version of songs from an earlier era. Glorilla and producer Hit Kids F and F Let's Go is a Memphis crunk song through and through, as opposed to Lizzo's flawlessly constructed pop rap hit. But the two songs are two sides of the same coin. Glorilla is done with a man who doesn't meet her standards, and she puts the focus on herself and chilling with her friends. The track perfectly breaks down all the emotions tied to that while she whips up one of the most memorable hooks of the year. These two songs definitely define the summer of 2022. This past few months also featured some big time rap stars and a surprise newcomer making his presence felt. Wait for you, the Thames sampling Billboard Hot 100 top charter, no top, no excuse me, chart topper by Future and Drake has been inescapable. The woozy slow burner about a relationship that is so bad but feels better that doesn't seem like something that fits the summer when both Future and Drake are in a serious emotive lane. But it has absolutely been one of the biggest songs over these last few months. Another Jersey track has also been on repeat as the sun's been sizzling. Jimmy Crooks. the oh, the soulful on rap song on his mostly house album, Honestly Never Mind, has racked up over 130 million Spotify streams due to the change of pace it represents. Plus, the track reunites 21 Savage and Drake, close friends and successful collaborators in the past. It feels good to hear Drake rhyme. Plus, 21's scene stealing verse fits just right. Um, as for the newer names taking over this summer, Sleazy World Go caught a lot of traction with his viral single Sleazy Flow, which has nearly 50 million streams on Spotify between the original version and the Little Baby remix. The track finds Sleazy putting his conversational flow to use. The menacing beat and his unique style make the song work. Toss in an energized Little Baby on the remix, and the banger travels even further. Of course, um, you can check out the list below for even more that's soundtrack the heat from June to August. These are the best hip hop songs of summer 2022. Wait for you, future featuring Drake and Thames. A stand a standard hallmark of the summer track is that it has to be heard everywhere, and there's no denying the ubiqui- um ubiquity of Future's "Wait for You" featuring Drake and Thames. The ATO Jacob and FNZ produced track, which samples Thames' 2020 song "Higher," crafted by production team Adio, is the certified song of summer 2022. The guitar licked Love Lawn OD released in May centers on a relationship that should be no longer, but no one's letting go. I will wait for you early in the morning, late at night. I'll wait for you. Tam sings, cementing the lyrics sprinkled throughout the track and repeated at the top of the lungs of many a fan. Future continues to live up to his toxic king persona with lines like "I've been in the field like the children of the corn." Damn. Oh shit. And Drake's calling it like it is. Why you introduce us if you knew that you was with him? Made me shake his hand when y'all been fucking for a minute. The number one Billboard Hot 100 hit has been burning like a wildfire these past few months, whether it's a situationship or the one that got away. Future Drake and Thames make the moment sound bittersweet. And F&F, Let's Go by Glorilla and Hit Kid. The sounds of Memphis have taken over different corners of hip hop this year, but none quite like Glorilla. And Hit Kid's hit F&F, Let's Go has done this summer. The rapper and producer from the largest city linked up in April to create the booming track, a summer bop that has become an anthem for the ladies bidding farewell to a cheating man and embracing quality time with friends. From the spelling on the hook, I'm free, fucking, fuck nigga free, to her witty insults, he say y'all be living fast. Nah, pussy boy, you slow. Big Glows got the bars to match the charisma, and there's a whole lot of it. Hit Kids pulsing production lends itself to the carefree nature of the rap newcomers rhymes as well. The pair's work has earned a number 49 on the spot Billboard 100 Hot 100 since its release this past April. With its current momentum, there's still time left before fall arrives for F&F Let's Go to climb higher if it hasn't happened already. Um, Prepare to see a few ladies at the red light twerking on them headlights with this track playing in the back. Oh wow. Okay. That sounds crazy. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna read the whole list. I'll read the whole list of songs though, man. Hold on. So, okay, so Kendrick Lamar, um, Silent Hill featuring Kodak Black, Doja Cat Vegas, Jack Harlow First Class, What's My Name? Fabio Foreign and Queen Naja featuring Coil Ray. Denzel Curry Walking. Hot Shit. Cardi B featuring Kanye West and Lil Durk. Lil Baby in a Minute. PGF Nut featuring Polo G. What Up? Lizzo About Damn Time. Sleazy Flow remix. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, Sleazy Flow remix. Sleazy World Go featuring Little Baby. Jimmy Cooks, not Jimmy Crooks. I'm sorry about the misleading spelling. Jimmy Cooks. Okay. Um Dolce Persuasive. And Shake It, K Flock featuring Cardi B, Doge, Dougie B, and Bori 300. And of course, Future Wait for You, and then Glorilla, as I actually reviewed um, on Glorilla and Hickhead, F and F Let's Go. So there you have it right there. These are the summer songs of 2022. Okay, so let's see. Let's see where we go from here. The hell's going on here, man, with this shit? What is going on here? Hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, man. 50. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go to our next segment involving movies, shall we? It is the movie Man Cave Popcorn. All right. So there we go. Let's do this right here. All right. It's been a minute since I did some box office stuff, so I guess the most recent movie that I have to go over would be, first of all, Day Shift. Yeah, let's go to Day Shift real quick. Yes. All right, Day Shift. Okay, so BGR website. So the number one movie on Netflix in the US is an new action comedy starring Jamie Foxx as a vampire hunter that by large both critics and fans think is, well, it's just okay. If we're being generous, Day Shift is a Netflix original that hit the streamers on Friday, August 12th. And thanks perhaps to the star wattage of Fox, as well as cast members like Snoop Dogg, the movie soared straight to the number one spot on the top 10 movies list that the streamer maintains inside its app. However, that's most likely just a function of people being curious about this project because of the big names attached, as opposed to this being a must watch, as well as as well get into below. So if you put much stock in a signal like Rotten Tomatoes ratings, then the answer to the question about whether this new Netflix release is worth watching is probably not. Well, there was a great Puck news piece over the weekend offering a deep dive into the disappearance of the kind of raunchy, um, apatow- Apatowian comedies that dominated the box office of yesteryear. Think mid 2000s. People have blamed this on everything from cancel culture to COVID to an aversion to risk taking from the major studios. Whatever the reason, Day Shift feels very much in line with a lot of the recent and throwaway Netflix original action comedies. If you like the if you like titles like Red Notice and The Man from Toronto, in other words, this one should also be up your alley. Here, meanwhile, is what you need to know about the movie. Fox plays Bud Jablonski, a blue collar father. A blue collar father trying to provide for his daughter Paige, played by Zion Broadnox, and stay in the good graces of his estranged wife, Jocelyn, played by Megan Good. Fox's character cleans pools in the San Fernando Valley on the day shift, as it were. But that's actually just a front for how he really makes his money, which is by hunting and killing vampires. Hmm. Yeah. Because of code violations, Jablonski has been kicked out of the lucrative International Union of Vampire Hunters. To get by, he sells fangs to black market customers when Jocelyn threatens to move to Florida, though Jablonski decides he needs to make money fast. Of course, the reviews and reactions. Ultimately, Day Shift is the kind of star-driven vehicle that yields obviously benefits to Netflix, even if um, qualita- qualitatively speaking, it doesn't deserve to see the light of day. That's according to a CNN review included in the Rotten Tomatoes critic aggregate score of 58%. Um, as of the time of this writing is based on 83 total reviews at the moment. Over the reviewers' side of the equation, the current aggregate Rotten Tomatoes score there is 59%. That percentage is based on more than 250 user ratings at the moment. On the scale of fell asleep to stayed awake, it stayed awake but got sleepy towards the end. One Rotten Tomatoes user review opines. Yeah, listen, I don't know, man. There's a chance that I might review this movie on my platform, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, in a future episode. So we'll see what happens with that one right there. And of course we need to get to some I forget. All right. Let me see. Damn. Okay. All right, we need to talk about the recent box office here, man. So the recent box office that recently came out. Hold on a second. And this is according to Variety. At the crackling summer season, movie theater owners have been sounding the alarm on the disturbingly light release schedule this fall, and yet three new films will open in theaters nationwide over the weekend. Perhaps the biggest issue in the case of this weekend's crop of newcomers is that hardly anyone is making plans to go to the cinema. Of the trio of fresh offerings, Sony's eerie thriller, The Invitation, director George Miller's dark fantasy 3,000 Years of Longing, and the John Boyega led heist drama Breaking, not one is posed to make a splash at the box office. Based on projections, it'll be a close race between the invitation and last weekend's champion, Dragon Ball Superhero, to claim the number one spot in North America, with each release on track to bring in around $7 million. And to the victor goes some pretty anemic bragging rights. Barring a miracle, it'll be at its first place finish in over a year. If that sounds bleak, the other new releases are aiming for low single digits. Those films will be lucky to crack the top five, which looks to be populated with holdovers like Universal's survival thriller Beast, Paramount's enduring hit Top Gun Maverick, which already made over $1 billion, and Sony's caper Bullet Train. The Invitation has the widest release, playing in 3,000 North American locations over the weekend, while 3,000 Years of Longing is landing in 2,436 venues, and Breaking is opening in 902 theaters. Although the PG-13 Invitation may not notch double digits in its debut, it won't make much to turn a profit in theaters. The film carries a lean $10 million budget production budget, starring Natalie Emmanuel of Game of Thrones. Fame. The Invitation follows Evie, whose mother dies, leaving her with no known relatives. But she takes a DNA test and discovers a long lost cousin who invites Evie to their family's home in the English countryside. But it's a horror movie after all. So the arist- aristocratic facade quickly falls to reveal sinister secrets. Jessica M. Thompson directed the film. No, excuse me, directed the movie from a script by Blair Butler. 3,000 Years of Longing was far more expensive, costing $60 million to produce. It is being released by MGM and United Artists Releasing. From Miller, the acclaimed filmmaker behind Mad Max, the movie follows a scholar, Tilda Swinton, who encounters um, a a Daijin, played by Idris Elba, who offers her three wishes in exchange for his freedom. Since its Cannes Film Festival premiere, it has generated mixed reviews, with Variety's Peter DeBruge calling it a wishy-washy fantasy that has serious story problems, and Vanity Fair's Richard Lawson describing the curious, messy film as consistently transfiction and earnest labor of love, and one about love. Bleecker Street nabbed breaking out of Sundance Film Festival. The Tense Tale is based on the real life story of Brian Brown, easily played by Boyega, a former Marine Corps veteran who, on the brink of homelessness, holds people hostage in a bank. Um, Abby Damaris Corbin directed the film, which is based on an article titled "Spoiler Alert." Um, they didn't have to kill him. The late Michael K. Williams appears as a negotiator, marking the actor's final film role. The Bruges, who also reviewed Breaking, praising Boyega's performance. In particular, calling the Star Wars the star most interesting thing about the movie. Yeah. So I think that's really gonna be it for the box office and stuff. So there you go, right there. Let's see what else I didn't forget anything. Let me make sure I don't forget anything. Okay, now we're gonna go to things to do for the weekend. Yes, 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 indeed. Yes, indeed. Now we have. Hold on. Let's get to things to do for the weekend. Before I forget. Things to do for the weekend. Now I have to do. I have to make sure I do California too. So hold on a minute here. Let's see. Um, where is it? Um, no. Okay, here we go. All right, so all you Californians, are you looking for something fun to do, especially what's going on now? So let's get to it though. All right. Okay, so um, I'm doing LA this week. All right, so summer evening strolls at the Huntington. The Huntington is taking advantage of the last of summer's extra daylight with this coveted after hours series, formerly open on select dates and just for members. Summer evening strolls is now open to the public too and will extend the San Marino Gardens hours until 8 p.m. on Friday. September 2nd. Let's get into it. And it's located at Huntington Library, Art Museum, and Botanical Gardens. Um, Located at 1151 Oxford Road, San Marino. Um, and and it only costs $20. And the website is www.huntington.org/summer evening strolls. And it starts at 4:30 p.m. So I suggest you actually grab your GPSs and stuff if you're driving, so you can get a better idea. So when you could get your parking early as possible. Now we have another event for September 2nd through the 4th. Nobody's film credits can compare to John Williams' Star Wars, E.T., Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, and literally 100 others. The David Newman Newman. Every time I see that last name, it makes me laugh so much from Seinfeld. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's funny, right? That's fucking laughable, man. And Williams himself, who celebrates his 90th birthday this year, both conduct the LA Phil as they tackle some of the composer's iconic film scores set to a selection of movie clips. All right. All right, so it's located at the Hollywood Bowl, 2301 North Highland Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90068. Prices between $15 to $214. And Friday, September 2nd, it starts at 8 p.m. Saturday, September 3rd, 8 p.m. Excuse me. And Sunday, September 4th, 7:30 p.m. at the Hollywood Bowl. And you can go to the website for more information, www.hollywoodbowl.com/events performances. All right. So there you have it. There's actually more to this. Let's see if I can actually get to. Oh, Fiesta Hermosa. So Rome So this is from September the 3rd to September 5th. Roam the stalls at this arts festival, sample the fine foods, and listen to the music, and then take a dip in the nearby Pacific. Though last year's capacity restrictions have been ditched, there are a few logistical changes that should hopefully make things feel a bit less crowded. You'll still find on the street stalls and sidewalk vendors along Hermosa and Pier Avenues, but the live music has been moved to the beach while there's a proper carnival and arts festival inland behind the Hermosa Beach Community Center. And let's see. So the details. Okay, so here we go. And downtown Hermosa Beach is located at Pier Avenue, Los Angeles 90254. And you can cross the street at Hermosa Avenue. It's a free event. It starts opening hours is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can check out their contact, which is 310-376-0951. And you can even check out their website, which is fiestahermosa.net. What else we have here? What else we got here? Oh, Resonant Tones. September 8th, Sink Deep in. Well, actually, let me save that. Let me save that for next week. Let me save that for next week, though. I'm sorry. Yo, let me save that for next week, though, man. Hey, what up? What up, Sean? Congratulations on your 200 episode, man. I don't know if you got my voice message in the inbox. I hope you received it already, and I hope you have more success. So just wanna congratulate you in advance in case I didn't forget you. So let me make some noise for Sean, a podcaster who I actually basically interacted with, who just made it to his 200 episode, man. Let's make some noise, man. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm about to. Okay, there's certain stuff I'm gonna actually. Okay, so real quick, LA Soundscapes at the Ford. Um, September 4th. This summer, the Ford is holding a series of daytime concerts that are a perfect introduction to live shows for little kids. Each show best suited for kids ages 3 to 11. Pulls in a performance tied to a different local culture or community paired with pre-concert hands-on activities. This year's schedule wraps up with the Bob Baker Marionette Theater's Hooray LA performance. Each $10 each $10 adult ticket comes with two free ticket two free child tickets. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, September 2nd. Rami Youssef. Youssef's comedy is about much more than his Muslim American experience, but it is his icon iconoclastic honesty on that topic that landed him a lot of show on Hulu. Rami, Rami, yeah. Meanwhile, his work as a comedic writer competes with a budding acting career. And what else we have here? Long Beach Walls see murals and installations sprout up across Long Beach during the citywide art festival. This year's event coincides with the um, return of Art Renzai, a multimedia art showcase along the coast. And let me just see if there's anything else. Um, the rest I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save the rest of this for. Oh yes, whatever events I don't get to, I am going to make sure that I actually cover this. So okay, so the weekend, September 2nd to September 3rd. Of course, music, rap, hip hop, and R&B. Inglewood. When R&B singer Abel Tesfaye released his debut mixtape House of Balloons in 2011, he did so hidden behind the weekend moniker Faceless and Nameless, with no pictures, concerts, or interviews. Since then, he's made the leap from mystery cloak DIY buzz magnet to pro hype superstar drenched in drugged out psychosexual psychosexual fantasy with 80s funk bass lines and a glossy pop shimmer. Um all right. Let me see. And also September 3rd is New Original Works Festival. See what's cutting edge in the city's vibrant performing arts scene at Red Cat's yearly summer festival, where it turns its theater into a creative, artistic laboratory for Los Angeles artists. Um, its namesake institution, Cal Arts. Each of the 3 weekends boosts unique, daring, and distinctive performances of new original works for the stage, from dance, theater, and music to multimedia performance arts. Let's see. Let me see. Hotel June West LA and SFLA public sponsors beach cleanup. Um Pick up some trash on one of LA's most iconic beaches and get a free drink and pool party invite. Sounds like a good deal to us. Here's how it works. Hotel June and the Surf Rider Foundation are teaming up for an end of summer cleanup on the north side of the Venice Pier from 10 a.m. to noon. And your participation will nab you a free drink from lo-fi aperitifs, and a free raw elements sunscreen upon entry to um, the after party at Hotel June. Now, Cinecon Classic Film Festival, which is on September 5th. Film buffs unite. The lesser known Cinephile Festival is celebrating over 5 decades of showing classic film fare. Enjoy the 5-day program of rare and unusual old silent films and shorts shown at the Hollywood Legion Theater. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm about to cut this short though, man. Okay, you got Emo Night, September 2nd. Go check that out. Go check that out as well. And Dance DTLA, September 2nd. Um, September 2nd. Um, Griffin Park Free Shakespeare Festival, September 4th. And what else? Whatever. Okay, 11 Pavilion, Los Angeles concerts, September 4th. Um, what else? There's of course the prom, September 11th. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. Oh yeah, September 11th. Yes, and Cinespeak. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna save that for next week, and I'll save that for next week as well. So let's see. Um, yeah, whatever I don't get to, I'm gonna try to get to it probably. Oh, Bolt Cinema. So September 4th, Bolt Cinema. Uh, what else? What else is on the agenda for this weekend? I want to make sure I get to everything. Poolside Cinema at the Fairfont Miramar. Make sure you go check that out. That's on Saturday. No, hold on. That's a Sunday because tomorrow's the second. Yeah, that's a Sunday. All right, cool. All right, and you have the butterfly pavilion at the Natural History Museum. That's a Monday. S'mores Smorgasburg, LA, which is September 4th. That's a Sunday as well. Um, so there you have it, man. That's for the people. That's for the Californians out there. Now we're gonna go to New York right now because I gotta cut this shit off anyway. Anyway, so seven things to do. Okay, here we go. Seven things to do for the weekend in New York. Here we go, man. For all my New Yorkers out there, I know you're looking for something fun to do to take your mind off of crazy ass newses and shit. So I got you, man. Don't worry. I got you back. Okay, so there's seven things to do in NYC from September 2nd to the 4th, which is the Labor Day weekend. All right, Friday, September 2nd, East Village Pub Crawl. Are you ready to explore some popular East Village nightlife spots? Then you need to join the East Village Pub Crawl. Of course, tickets. Hold on a second. Of course, tickets are $22 and get you free admission to four popular drinking spots. Free drinks. Hold on a minute. On the lunch. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Mhm. Hold on a minute here. Um, Apparently something's wrong with my shit. Yes. Yes, tickets are $22 and you get a free admission to four popular drinking spots, free drinks, and drink specials. Um, Hang on a minute, man. Hang on. My God, hold on. Yeah, plus a chance to hang with like-minded people and party guys. You can reserve your spot on eventbrite.com. Location details to be revealed upon signing up. Next is celebrating the music of Sam Cooke and Marvin Gaye. Late great Marvin Gaye. Get soulful on Friday night with a special show highlighting the music of acclaimed artists Sam Cooke and Marvin Gaye, led by Cooke's daughter, Carla Cook. She will take the stage with Brian Owens, who will perform as Gaye, and the two will be joined by special guests throughout the night. Tickets start at $45. Doors open at 7 p.m. Located at the Town Hall, 123 West 43rd Street, Midtown Manhattan, New York. Saturday, September 3rd, introduction to bird watching outings. Want to see some NYC wildlife? Head over to Prospect Park for an introduction to bird watching outing. Whether you are a bird watching enthusiast or a newcomer, this outing is perfect for bird watchers of all skill levels. Now, for those of you who may not know where Prospect Park is, it's basically in Brooklyn, New York. The Prospect Park Alliance and a member of the Brooklyn Bird Club will lead the way you show you the best spots to see birds. Be sure to bring a pair of binoculars. This event is free to join and runs from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Of course, you can meet at the Audubon Center in Prospect Park. I suggest you look up the directions on how to get there if you're driving, and if you're taking a train or whatever, yeah, you just do that right there. So Sunsets, an analog soul. This summer, the Met has been celebrating the freedom, inclusivity, and creativity of electronic music culture through its rooftop events series, Sunsets. This Saturday, the Met is hosting analog soul Brooklyn-based twin sisters who spin a blend of house music, Detroit techno, acid, acid, damn, acid. Oh shit. Not acid. Oh man, electro and electronica. The event takes place during date night at the Met. So if the rooftop fills up, you can still explore the museum with live music and drinks. The event runs from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. and is free with museum admission, which still follows pay what you wish for New York State residents and New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut students with valid ID. The Met Fifth Avenue, located at 1000 Fifth Avenue on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, New York. Dirty Circus. Dirty Circus variety show. Oh wow. For those who want to embrace the absurd, there's the Dirty Circus variety show. House of Yes has created their most ferocious performance to take center stage for this one of the kind show, led by special guest the Love Show. The Love Show. Oh shit. Performers include Emma Craig, Topher, and Kyla. Tickets start at $40.78. Must be 21 and over to attend. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. House of Yes, located 2 Wyckoff Avenue in Brooklyn. And yes, September 4th, Sunday. Volunteer on the urban farm. You want to give back to the community. Randall's Island is looking for volunteers to help out on its urban farm this weekend. Whether you are a first timer or a tried and true volunteer at the urban farm, there are plenty of ways to help and get involved. Volunteers must be 10 years old and older, and any volunteer between the ages of 10 and 15 must be accompanied by an adult. 16 to 17-year-olds can volunteer along with a signed waiver, which you can obtain by contacting volunteers at randallsisland.org. Registration is not required, but all volunteers are asked to commit to 2 hours of work from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Randall's Island Park. Um, and finally, Queens Live, Reggae on the Boardwalk, Rockaway's edition. Are you ready to party? I'm pretty sure everybody's ready to party. They haven't had anything to do for the past 2 years, so I'm pretty sure this is about to be a lituation right here, man. Yes, Queens Live is back with a free show that you won't want to miss. Come through and hear performances from Carter Van Pelt, John Wise, Tipper Tone, Carlton Livingston, and so much more. The free event runs from 3 to 7 p.m., located at O'Donoghue Park in Queens. Yes, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So All these locations for you New Yorkers that want to go to these events, um, you, I suggest you look up your GPS and if you're driving, figure out how to get there. And if you're taking a train, you do the same to get your GPS ready. And for the Californians out there that I just mentioned, the locations of some fun activities to do for this weekend, make sure you grab your GPS and stuff so you can find early parking. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about missing out on the action of these places. So there you go, right there, folks. So um you get the gist of this shit though, man. And yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's it right here. So um there's two ways for you to support this show right here. Right? First and foremost, you can make a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is $G Money Stacks 555. That's capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ, 555. It's not about having a lot of money and breaking the bank. It's all about doing the best you can, or whatever amount of money you decide to donate and you're comfortable with will be appreciated. Everything counts. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's left out here, so don't worry. And of course, one more thing that I have to do right here before I get up out of here is one more segment right here, and that right here, folks, is stream choices on the go, man. Here we go, man. Another way for you to support you like what you heard in today's episode and any previous episodes whatsoever, please show some love by following Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my other shows, the Sports Edition show, which is excellent, fun, vibrant podcast. The username is still the same, even though I'm going to make the announcement on the word that I added. So there you go, right there. And of course, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast is also on the gram as well as myself, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Make sure you turn on your notifications on when each episode is going to drop. And for the most part, don't forget to don't forget to keep a lookout on each episode that is going to drop on Wednesdays, Thursdays. Yeah, hold on. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when you're gonna have these episodes right here, man, including this one right here. Yes, so Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the episodes are going to be dropping. And and you can also leave a voice message on Anchor as well, man. So if you have any questions for me, you like to be a guest, or whatever case scenario may be, you can DM me at GMoneyStacks555 in Queens, New York, or there. Whether you have something to promote, whether it's a business, whether it's a movie, whether it's like TV show, music concert series, or whatever case scenario may be, everybody is welcome here. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not, man. It's as long as it's all about coming as you are being yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what really goes down here. So there you go, right there. And of course, speaking of Anchor, man, that's where you can listen to the episodes on there, and make sure you go to the link in bar where it says Linktree/GMoneyStacks555 on there, where you see all the audio stream platforms that I'm about to list right now. Starting with Anchor, Audacity, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast, Index Podcast, Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, and of course, you're more than welcome to actually give a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify. And of course, you can listen to Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast episodes on Radio Public alongside with iHeartRadio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts. And you can make sure you follow my Sports Edition show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast. I actually switched it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast. Make sure you follow that as well. I will explain in the upcoming episode 33 in regards to that. So stick around for that one right there. And of course, make sure you follow my other platform, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast Review Show, which is also on iHeartRadio as well. So, last but not least, the YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me. And please click on the noti bell so you can be reminded on when the show goes in the air via live stream on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, where you see all the New York episodes in case you miss any of the new and previous episodes on there. All that is uploaded and posted to the channel page. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, previous episodes and the new latest episodes that's on there. And of course, more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Make sure you listen, stream, share the episodes, share the videos, download these episodes. Of course, make sure you tell a friend to another friend by spreading the word. Especially share the podcast with the link that says Linktree/GMoneyStacks555 with your husbands, your wives, your friends, your boyfriends, girlfriends, and the people that you are cool with from work. And yes, so that's gonna do it for me. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you for hanging out and rocking with me in the 179th episode titled Spotify Live. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. New York wasn't built in a day. And, find something that makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually. And alongside with making sure that you find something that clicks to you, and of course find something that makes you smile, that gets you into your zone with your craft, whatever career field you're doing, whether it's podcasting, radio personality, whatever it is, whatsoever though. And don't let anybody stop you from following your goals and dreams right here though, man. And you don't need a fancy recording studio to actually do any of the recordings whatsoever. You could just save your money because you have your laptop, microphones, headphones, alongside with your supporting software of your YouTube channel, and of course everything, man. You just gotta keep it simple, man. It's all about keeping shit simple. That's all it is to it though, man. So listen, man, I'll see y'all in the next episode, folks. So thank you once again. Stay liquid. Peace and one love. Have a good night, folks.